Hello everyone. In previous video, we discussed basics of Python part 2. Now in this video, we are going to discuss its part 3, that is control statements like simple if with elif, if else, etc. Here one example is given. This example is a Python compound statements and which has the following syntax. Here one while loop is discussed and one if else statements are discussed. While some condition or expression and there are single statements are there or multiple statements are there, that is group of statements are there. So while is also one example of compound statements. Whereas in if we can check condition and that condition is either true or false and based on that particular statement or statements are executed. So here if this condition is true, this statement is executed. Otherwise next condition is checked and these compound statements are executed. Otherwise if both the conditions are false, else part is executed which contains different compound or group of statements. Simple if statement. Syntax for simple if statement is if is the keyword, if condition or there may have multiple conditions, then add this colon. This colon is used in Python. Then on next line write statement or block of statements. Now here if this condition is true, then this statement or statements are get executed. This is about simple if statement. Now we'll discuss one example. Here I am declaring one variable a 10, b assigned to value 200, and here I am checking b is greater than a. This condition I am checking. So if this condition is true, then some statements are written. So here this indentation is used. This indentation is a white spaces at the beginning of a line. It's compulsory when you write block of statements. After that you write print statement, and when you execute this code you get the result as b is greater than a. Python relies on indentation. Now all of you know indentation means white spaces at the beginning of a line to define scope in the code. We discuss here one example, same example, but here I am not giving indentation. Some values are assigned, condition is checked if b is greater than a, and here I am not using white spaces at the beginning. Directly I am writing print statement. So I get the result as indentation error, expected an indented block. So that indentation or white spaces at the beginning of the line is compulsory here. The elif keyword in Python is a way of saying if the previous conditions were not true, then try this another condition. That is, if state condition is not true, then execute statement. Sorry, if previous condition is not true, then use elif for another condition, add that condition and check whether this condition is true or not. So if this condition is true, then execute statement number 2. For example, I am assigning same value to a and b, that is 20, and now first condition I am checking if b is greater than a. If this condition is true, then this message is displayed on screen, and if this condition is false, then another condition using elif I will check a is double equal to, means I am comparing both the values are equal or not. and proper message is displayed there. So like this, you can use elif for multiple condition checking. So I get the result A and B are equal. The else keyword catches anything which isn't caught by the preceding condition. That is, if all conditions are false, then the block of statement of else clause is executed. For example, A is equal to 200, B is equal to 33. Using if clause, I am checking B is greater than A. If it is true, then print statement is executed. And if this condition is false, so I am adding one more condition, elif A is double equal to B. Obviously, it is not equal, but if this condition is true, the print statement is executed. And if both the conditions are false, then else part is executed. Else print A is greater than B. So like this, you can use else keyword if the conditions are false. Shorthand of if, which is one line if statement. Syntax for this is if expression colon statement 1, which is in single line. For example, if A is greater than B, then print this message. So this is the shorthand of if statement. In single line or in one line, you can write this if statement. Python doesn't support ternary conditional statement, that is question mark colon, like other programming languages. Besides that, it provides shorthand of if else. If you have one statement to execute, one for if and one for else, you can put it all on the same line. Syntax is statement 1, which is executed if this condition is true. Statement 2 is executed when else part is true. For example, here I am declaring variable A is equal to 2, B is equal to 150, and now I am using shorthand of if else. If this condition is true, print the result as A. Otherwise, print the result as B. So I get the result as B because B is greater than A. You can also have multiple else statement on the same line. So syntax for multiple else statements on single line. Here two else statements appears. For example, I am declaring one variable A which has value as 300, B 300, means same values are there, and using multiple else statement on same line, I am checking whether A is equal to B. So if this A is greater than B, result is displayed as print A. Otherwise, result is displayed as equal if this condition is true. else print B. So obviously 300 is equal, so I get the else part as true. This else part is true here, so that is displayed. The AND keyword is a logical operator and is used to combine conditional statements. So here two conditions are there, that is expression 1 and expression 2, and here AND keyword is used to combine these two conditional statements. When these two conditions are true, then and then statement 1 is executed. For example, A is equal to 100, B is equal to 22, C is equal to 450. Using if with multiple conditions, A is greater than B and C is greater than A. If both these conditions are true, then and then this print statement is executed. Like this, you can apply this AND keyword for multiple conditional statements. Both conditions are true here. Just like AND, OR keyword is also a logical operator and it is used to combine conditional statements. So here syntax for this is if expression 1 or expression 2. Means when we evaluate expression 1 and expression 2, any one will be true, then statement 1 will be get executed here. For example, A is equal to 200, B is equal to 22 and C is equal to 500 suppose. Now using if with OR keyword, I am checking two conditions. If A is greater than B or A is greater than C. So if you see there, A value is 200, 200 is greater than 22. Yes, it is true. A is greater than C, 200 is greater than C. No. So one condition is true and one condition is false. So true or false is true here. So this print statement is get executed here. At least one of the condition is true. This message is displayed. So like this you can use OR keyword. Next is nested if. Nested if means you can have if statement inside if statement. That is nested if. Here syntax for this, if this expression is true, then statement 1 is executed. Otherwise another condition is checked. If this second expression is true, then statement 2 is executed. Else the else part is executed. That is statement number 3. For example, if x value is initialized to 41, the first condition I am checking here, if this 41 is greater than 10, then print the message above 10. So obviously 41 is greater than 10, so this message is displayed on screen. Now into this outer if there is one more inner if is added, that is nested if is added, and another condition I am checking, x is greater than 20, that is 41 is greater than 20. Yes, it is true. So this and also above 20 this message is displayed. So like this you can add if in another if, that is nested if. Else this message is displayed but not above 20. Obviously 41 is greater then 10 and 20. So two results are displayed which are used with the help of nested if. In this program, we input a number and check if the number is positive or negative or 0 and display an appropriate message. This time we use nested if statement. So using input function, we give the message enter a number, and that entered number is typecasted using float, and that value is stored in num. Now next, if now we'll check the condition if the given number is greater than or equal to 0. So greater than or equal to 0 means it is a positive number. So in outer if, we'll check this condition. If this condition becomes true, this part is executed, otherwise else part is executed. So if suppose the given condition is true, means it is a positive number. So in nested if, that is in inner if statement, we'll write the expression given number is equal to 0. So whether that number is 0, so display the result as 0 or print the result as 0. Else display the result it is a positive number, because previously already we checked that it is a positive number. And suppose the outer if result is false, so else part is executed and it displays it as it is a negative number. So when we run this code, we get the output like this. Enter a number. Suppose I will enter a number that is a positive number, suppose 5. So I get the result positive number. And again, if I execute same code, and now I am entering negative number. So negative, suppose 3 minus 3. So I get the output as negative number. So like this, using nested if, you can check the condition and decide whether the given condition is true or false, and based on that you can find out positive or negative numbers. Now here we will check whether the given year is leap year or not. To check this leap year, there are two conditions must be get satisfied. First condition is year is multiple of 4 and not multiple of 100. This is first condition. And second condition is year is multiple of 400. So in this program, year value is assigned to 2000, and now I have to check whether the given year is leap year or not. I am here initializing the value of year. You may take it value from user using input function and then store that value in year. But in this program, I am assigning it as 2000. Now here also I am using nested if, and one by one all conditions are checked. So first condition is year mod 4. I will find out modulus value of this year by 4, and all of you know modulus returns us remainder value. If the remainder value is 0, means year is multiple of 4. Then I have to check whether it is whether the year is not multiple of 100. That I have to check. So again in inner if, I will check year mod 100, means remainder value I will find out using mod function. If it is equal to 0, then I will check the second condition, year is multiple of 400. So again its remainder value is compared to 0, and at the last all these conditions are get satisfied. So I conclude that year is a leap year. And else, so here 400 is not true. This condition is not true. So I will print the message year is not a leap year. Here year value is replaced by 2000. This is outer else, which will check whether the year is multiple of 100 or not. So if it is not, obviously it is a leap year, because we have to check the given year is not multiple of 100. So we'll print the message as year is a leap year. And this else is outer if else is this. When the outer if is false, else part is executed. So outer if we are checking whether year is year mod 4 value is 0. If it is 0, it is a leap year, and if it is not 0, else part is executed and it is not a leap year. So like this, for all such a conditions, we will check the given year is leap year or not. Now when we execute this program, we get the result as 2000 is a leap year, because I am initializing this value. You may take input from user using input function and find out whether the given year is leap year or not. Now we'll conclude this session. In this session, we discussed control statements. In that, simple if with elif and else, how to perform indentation, shorthand of if else, and multiple else. Also, we discussed and or keyword and nested if with some programs. In next video, we will continue this topic and discuss about loops, iterating by sequence index, and some loop control statements. Have a nice day. Thank you. Thank you very much.